All right, welcome everyone. Thank you very much for taking time out of your ever so busy schedules to make time to spend some time with me. I know we were going through some very unprecedented times, having to do some difficult things. Believe me, it's hard on all of us. I'm sure you all miss hanging out with me on Sunday nights. I know that I miss you guys. Well, yeah, I miss you guys too. Um, but anyway, in all seriousness, it is a little weird having to do things like this instead of being able to get in front of you and play the games and do the fun stuff. But this will have to do. Like right now, we're having to adjust to a temporary new normal. You guys aren't in school. And while a lot of you like that idea, I'm sure there's several. I'm married to a teacher who likes that idea, but it's okay. But there's the added parts that come along with that. So yeah, the academic part's a lot different, but you're also not in sports. There's no clubs. You're not able to hang out with your friends at lunch, and there's no after-school stuff. It's tough. It's different, and I'm sure it's not making life very easy. But it is temporary. It is something that you guys can push through. It's all about how we decide to look at it. You have an opportunity. So, with the current situation like it is, we have to kind of deal with it, and how we choose to react to it is one of the opportunities. Now, for me, you guys know I'm an open book. For the start, it was very difficult. Didn't take long for boredom to set in, and for boredom, that led to kind of a depression, kind of in a way, and a moodiness. But then I kind of had the light bulb moment that didn't have to be the way I did things. Being stuck at home and having to really focus on what's important can be a matter of perspective. So I guess what I'm saying is, when you're feeling like you're going to be bored, or you're on that verge of slipping into a bad mood because you can't go out and do what you want to do and see who you want to see, think of it again as that opportunity. So, we're sitting at home, trying to fight off boredom, don't have all of our normal outlets. So what do we do with ourselves? What are you doing to occupy your time? Now, obviously you have school. I know that's a little different, but most of you are doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes. So there's a little bit of time in there, and homework is probably lacking, so there's probably a little more time in there. I'm a video game addict, but I've already saved the world a few times, so that's not exactly entertaining anymore, so I find myself with more time. So what do you do to occupy your time? What are you doing for yourselves? Now, if you have an answer to that, by all means, send it to me. Let me know. I'd love to see and hear what you guys are doing. If you have a video of yourself doing something kind of cool, please share it. If you just want to write it up to share to other people for their ideas, share it. Love to see it. But I keep saying the word opportunity. What you have now is an opportunity. You now have the freedom, the flexibility, and the chance to do something you wouldn't normally do. Now, I mentioned it last week online that it could be playing a song, learning a new musical piece. If you don't play guitar, learning guitar. If you're like Caitlin, try something new and dynamic with the violin, like country fiddle instead. I'm looking at Sylvia, she's my camera operator. She has art she could be doing. Find something that you wouldn't normally do, and seize the opportunity you have to do something productive. Try to better yourself. One of the 10 Commandments is keep holy the Sabbath. And we all think of keeping holy the Sabbath as going to church. Well, it means a little more than that. It means taking time and giving time to God. It means setting time aside to honor Him. And right now, we can't go to church. Obviously, orders are in place that we're not allowed to gather. So we have to do something different in order to live up to that commandment. And the options are kind of limited. Now, for Catholics, we go to Mass. Mass is not a spectator sport. We have to be there personally to be a part of it, because you can't get communion, it's kind of not all there. But as a compromise, sitting down, watching Mass, whether it be Bishop Burbage's or Father Steve's from St. Anne's or St. Patrick's or EWTN or whatever you want, watching Mass, probably not a bad start. But what else can you do? Here's again where that opportunity comes into play of how you can use the time in a positive way. An option. If you have never taken time to do any kind of a scriptural study, pick something. Pick a gospel and read it. Just to see what Father Jack has been talking about all these Sundays when you guys are sitting in the pews. Pick one, read through it, see if it makes any sense to you. Read something, maybe Catholic, maybe just Christian, maybe just spiritual. But try to take this time to develop a faith sensibility. Try to use this time wisely so that you can expand yourself and be able to grow. Or you can sit there and twiddle your thumbs and think about how bored you are and not. I personally would rather seize the time and be productive and do something and grow. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Where I can, whenever I feel so moved, which has been pretty often, I find a quiet place and I pull out my phone and I will look up something that I didn't necessarily understand and I will read. It could be something related to sacraments, because I'm preparing some of you guys for confirmation, so maybe it has something I didn't know. I've done some reading on some of the saints. I've been hearing some pretty unique names watching TV, and I've been curious about those. And there's some philosophy things that I've been reading related to church. Basically, I'm just trying to grow, trying to use this time wisely, so that when we do get back together, we're better people for it. Because as much as we tend to overlook this detail, the entire purpose, the entire meaning behind why we get together as a community of faith and a community of believers is to make ourselves and to make the world better. And if we're not doing that, what are we doing? What's the purpose? So, you got this time, you got this opportunity, put it to work. See what you can do to make yourself better, and then by making the world better. Seize the opportunity. All right, I have a few announcements that I need to make sure that everybody stays on board with what we have coming up. As the school year ends, we award several scholarships each year to needing and deserving seniors. If you are one of those people, please make sure you get those done. The deadline to turn in all scholarships is the first Monday of June. So you've got plenty of time. And since we know schools are kind of sketchy right now, transcripts going to be kind of hard to get, we're working with you. If you can have a copy of your report card from December, that's what we'll need. So if you want to do the scholarships, then go to thelifeyouth.com. There's a tab for scholarships, and there's a place for you to download all the forms. Pretty straightforward. Print them out, fill them out, mail them in. Don't bring them to the office. If you bring them to the office, there's a great chance they're going to get lost because there might not be anybody here to take them. So mail them to the office. The address is on the forms, but in case you can't read, you could be like me. 1000 Andrews Road. Also, the essays. Please type them. Makes life easier. And for your recommendation letters, try to be creative there. If you need help with them, call me, text me, let me know. Secondly, I'm going to be announcing the Youth of the Year for this year very soon. I'm very much looking forward to that. I got to go take a couple pictures to make it happen. The individual that's going to receive the award already knows that they're going to be getting it. It's just a matter of telling everybody else. So I'm really excited for that. So be looking out for that in a few weeks. Last year it was Josh Lindman. Then we've had Jerry Rodriguez. We've had Emily Smith. We've had Yadira. We even had our very own, Miss Ashley. She was Giroux then, but she won the award. So got a long line of successful people that have won this, so I can't wait to announce the next one. So keep your eye out for that. That will be coming up. We'll do a video of that very soon. Thanks, and I will see you again later.